An interesting study, though, was put out yesterday by market regulator SEBI, and they put out a similar study last year on the derivative losses made by individual traders in the F&O market. And if you could take a look at the data that has come out, now if you compare the index options premium wise, it's declined 9% from last year, but if you compare that over a 2-year period, it's still up 14%. Now, if you compare that on a notional basis, that too is down almost 29%. But on a 2-year period, if you take a look at that, it's a 42% uptick that you are witnessing. But the big number, though, before we get to that, it's the individual turnover that's down 11%. The unique individual investors also is down 20%, and that we're talking about on a year-on-year basis. Now, the big number, of course, is the losses made by these F&O traders last year, and that was 1.05 lakh crore rupees, and that is a 41% jump from the 74,000 crore loss that they had made in FY24. So that's a 41% uptick. The losses have widened. And if you take a look at the loss-making trend also, the number of traders who lose money in the F&O space, that has remained constant. It was 9 out of 10 traders last year as well. It remains the same in FY25, 9 out of 10 traders. That trend of 91% of traders losing money continues to remain consistent over the last 4 years. But if you take a look at the quarterly trend, though, in FY25, you'd observe that between the third and the fourth quarter, the net loss made by the trader has narrowed, and the number of traders also has narrowed. And this is because SEBI attributed this to the slew of measures that they took, almost 7 such measures that they had announced for the F&O market in November of last year. And that has had an impact on this. What has also had an impact is the percentage of loss-making traders. That too has come down between the third quarter of FY25 and the fourth quarter of FY25. And the average loss per trader that is made, that too, even if it is still higher than the first 2 quarters of the year, it is lower when you compare it to the third quarter. The third quarter was the peak at around almost 63,000 rupees. That has come down to around about 58,000 rupees. Now, despite this, SEBI still says that India is still a very highly traded derivatives market compared to the other countries, and that is evident from this 5-year CAGR that you see. The options premium, be it on an index level or on a stock level, have gone up both anywhere between 55% to almost double. The notional index options CAGR has doubled over a 5-year period. So it shows the kind of activity that you have seen in the F&O market, although there has been a slight reduction on a quarter-on-quarter basis based on the numbers that the measures that SEBI has taken. And this has also an impact across the board of trader categories. Now, if you take a look at this, the number of traders with a traded value of less than 10,000 rupees has seen the biggest impact. It's down 30%. You compare this from a December 2024 to a May 2025 period when the measures actually took effect, and that is on a year-on-year basis as well. And even the 10,000 to 1 lakh category and the 1 lakh to 10 lakh category has seen a drop in the number of unique traders by over 20%. The bigger categories, though, is a nominal impact because, of course, the number of traders there too is far lesser. So the proportionate impact is lesser. The 11% drop in the 10 crore plus category, the 10 lakh to 1 crore category is down 14%. The 1 crore to 10 crore, not so much, still a 4% drop. So measures being put in place, and that is showing up in the changes that you're seeing in the F&O market. We'll get you more details as the day goes by.